And we're live.
We're live. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And this is the Lore Together live stream where we have room tone in the background for our current game, Summerland.
Which doesn't, it has a title screen, but it's rare to not have it on the menu.
Oh, really? So
think of how many games you see. Usually you have the title in the main menu at least somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to judge it. We know what it is. We know what we're doing here.
Right.
So are we doing a new game?
Yep.
New game. All your current progress will be erased.
I've beaten it.
Autosave. Summerland is an autosave function that will avoid corrupted data. That's very polite of you to tell us this.
Usually it's a little symbol, but...
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. It's the hourglass.
Hello, Generality.
Hey,
yes, there
Generality.
does seem to be a lot of negative space in that soundtrack.
Okay. That's very calming.
In the most calming font, too. Sorry.
Okay, I'm always awful at starting these. Hello! Well, you're probably pretty confused, and that's fine. It's to be expected. But, look, I have to explain all this constantly, and I don't really care to do it again. I'd say I do it hundreds of times a day, but time doesn't really exist here, so... Look, all you need to do is walk outside into the hallway and into your first trial. Your body will be reenacting events exactly as they had occurred before. Simply put, your free will won't exactly be that free anymore. I'll be watching you so I can tally up your score, but fair warning, I typically deal with the, let's just say the people I judge typically score on the lower end. So have fun with that on your mind. So you understand what you're supposed to do? I'm just kidding. I know you can't respond. I've set all this up so you can't talk. I know, it seems a bit harsh, but if you had to listen to people panicking for eternity, you'd get pretty sick of it too. Oh, where am I? What's going on? I want to see my family. It gets annoying. You know, it's almost like no one even reads the sign I put up. All right, enough talk. Head out into the hall and start your first trial. Let's get this over with.
Wow. That is quite the energy to give to somebody.
Right?
Jeez.
Hello, Everett. Good evening to you.
Hey, Everett.
One thing that bugs me,
Yeah?
the phone noise, the phone dialogue
Yeah?
is local to the phone, despite the fact, ideally you should be holding it. So when you're moving around, the sound is moving around.
I noticed that. I was fine with that, because it could be that...
It just bugged me because it's out of sync for me.
All right, let's see
So.
how this goes.
Like that effect.
That's
a
good
cool
one.
effect.
How are you holding up, Evelyn? You're not looking too hot.
No, I'm fine. Just... shit. Looking at this makes me feel sick. I'll do this.
Yeah, it's hard the first few times. You're not a real investigator until you don't puke on the body.
Matt. Ugh. Let's talk about anything else. Did you check the report?
No, not yet. I'll check it out. Try not to lose your lunch while I'm at it.
Very funny.
I need to check out that report to see what I'm working with. I think I left it on the hood of the cruiser.
Generally says, I have suspicion that this judge is undergoing his own hell in some fashion.
Yeah, that could be exactly it.
Says here that someone driving nearby heard a gunshot at the location. When they came to check it out, they saw the body. Only one shot was heard. No assailant has been identified. Not much more to go off of.
What does it say?
Just that some people heard a gunshot and saw the body. I'm not working with much. You hang tight, I'm gonna have a look around. Evelyn has a long ways to go, but I think she's gonna do well on the force. One of the most promising rookies I've met. Just takes time. A few more ride-alongs will do her good.
Okay, so there's some blood here. Wait, but we were supposed to... Now, I know I'm kind of like cheating in the sense of I know I'm supposed to follow a blood trail of some sort.
Do normal investigative stuff. Start looking at
Axe is
the body,
sharp.
looking at other stuff.
Good for chopping wood, but I don't think it was used in the murder.
Oh, wait, let's look at the... can I click on this? No. Yeah, no, this is probably very...
This knife has blood on it. Fresh blood. Had to have been used in whatever altercation happened here. This casing belongs to a 9mm bullet. I don't see a weapon around here, though.
That's correct, Everett. Generality says, this guy sounds like the commercial where he's about to wax lyric about the good old days. He does have that droll to him.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it smells like shit in here. Whoever lived here wasn't too keen on keeping the place tidy. Whoever lives here is probably running their own little independent pharmacy. I can see why. This stuff isn't exactly over the counter. Looks like a list of clients. Whatever happened outside could be a deal gone wrong.
If you're ever lost, press F for a reminder. I like that it's a reminder, not a hint. Yep, that... I could see what... Okay, that wasn't... Ooh. Can I click on
I
that?
find you have to get really close to objects
I
in
need
this
to be
game.
careful.
Mm-hmm.
If the person living here isn't our friend laying in the dirt, he could be out there and armed.
So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I was told there's like a blood trail, but I'm not seeing anything.
This truck sure has seen better days.
Did you check out the blood
surprised if you could even
by
get
the
it
body
running.
first?
Huh?
Did you check out the blood by the body? Did
No.
you check out the body?
Look at this body.
Male, probably in his early 30s. Given the bullet hole in his head, I'd have to say he died from a gunshot wound. Looks like the bullet went straight through. I should probably take a look at that blood as well.
Right, did I take a look straight at the blood?
Looks like someone had a bad
We are
day.
Matthew, yes.
The blood only seems to be coming from his head, so there likely wasn't much of a struggle. Oh, and would you look at that? Someone left a trail of blood.
Yeah. Now, my question is like, where does the trail go? Okay, there we go.
Jiraiya says they were called to a residence without any information about the owner.
If it's It's a backwoods area. I mean, that's a very rural American kind of thing, actually, where there are places where people just live in houses they just made. Just, it's not as common as it used to be, but there's still parts of America where that's a thing. And people who think that that's fine. Unincorporated parts and stuff like that. Oh.
Looks like this handgun was discarded, and rather hastily at that. It's safe to assume this was used at the scene.
A lot of assumptions being made in a way that I feel uncomfortable with. I'm just going to say that out loud. I don't, I mean, yeah, it's evidence, and you need to, track it, but you don't just start suddenly saying, oh, that must have been for the scene. What? Ah, man. But...
Yeah, it's funny, after our discussion in the episode, I kind of thought back to this, and it feels more like somebody who really, really loves cop procedurals more than somebody who knows a cop or is trying to get into that profession.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption. And again, ooh.
Well, we may just have found a motive. $400 cash. But why toss it away?
Also, guys, it's always a red herring to think that motive is necessary for a crime that's committed. To be perfectly honest, there's not always a motive. Sometimes things just happen, and it's still murder.
Jeremiah says, in all fairness, it's pretty unlikely a handgun would be discarded near a murder scene for unrelated reasons.
Do you live in America? I mean, it's funny because they make fun of Chicago all the time about how violent we are, but I have never seen as many guns around the city as I have in more rural parts of the United States. And sometimes it makes sense why you have a gun in a rural part of the United States.
About 2 months ago, somebody had gone magnet fishing in the Chicago River because when I was walking with little buddy downtown, there was a bunch of little piles of magnetic detritus all over on the sidewalk.
Oh my gosh.
Pills.
I'm sure they found some
Not the
knives.
cheap stuff either.
That's
Strong.
common.
Some people would pay good money for this.
So it's one of those things. It's one of those things where, sometimes you go to a crime scene and there's more than one discarded gun. Sometimes if you're, is that a rock or is that something else? Sometimes if you're in the wrong area. Okay,
Random rock.
Yeah, random rocks. Sometimes if you're in the wrong area, somebody hears gunshots and everybody discards their guns because they know the cops are coming. That's just how it is, guys.
Or
you
somebody hears
cannot
gunshots and it turned out to be fireworks.
The blood trail heads into that cave. I need to be careful.
No, I think this was a bad choice here.
What?
Not here specifically, but further back. You could see this figure from all the way back there.
You could.
They needed to be hidden, tucked away or something, because...
Yeah, it's not as much of a mystery. Again, I'm not going to critique people who this is their first video game making it, because
It's not their first, but it's...
Okay, maybe I am critiquing it. But, no, the mystery is already solved. I could have skipped half of these clues, but I decided to kind of role play into it a little bit more, guys, because we have a full hour. We're not in a rush here.
I've seen worse caves in professional games, though.
Yeah, seriously. Not a lot of repeating textures, I'll give you that.
Yes, Matthew knows what's going to happen here.
He's got a
Generally
stab
speaking.
wound in his abdomen. It's deep, too. He most likely died from blood loss. Probably not too long after crawling in here. All right, I think that should about do it. I should reconvene with Evelyn before we head back to the precinct.
It would have been interesting if they played with the idea of maybe having a window here where you think you see something and then you go for deeper. But
Yeah.
that's just me. I've been writing a lot, so I've been thinking like that. All right. Let me not step.
You can just walk back through the grass, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Hopefully not.
You can shift to run if I remember correctly.
There we go. It's more of a speed walk, but... Ooh.
Oh, God. Damn it, not now. Shit. Okay. I'm okay. I need to focus back on the investigation.
I don't think I'd be running that much if I had that happen just from, like, randomly existing.
Generally says, shouldn't have run. Trigger an episode.
I know, right?
You can trigger that just by walking. Actually, I don't remember what I did when I first played this. Sadly, I don't have my recording for my blind first hour.
Yeah, because you played it a while ago, you said, right?
It's not that. It's that my recordings have been screwed up lately, which is why I haven't posted Cyberpunk yet, because I only have 2 episodes. I don't want to start before I figure out why it's not recording.
Hey, Ev.
Hey, Matthew. Did you find everything you need?
Yeah, I think so.
So, what do you think happened? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I'm gonna need to review a lot of it, but here's my theory. Our friend here on the ground came here to get his hands on some pills. Maybe during the deal, he had the bright idea that maybe he could leave with his pills and his money. So he took a gamble and stabbed his dealer. In turn, the dealer acted in self-defense and shot the guy, killing him. Scared, the dealer grabbed everything and ran, or at least got away as fast as he could with a stab wound. He tried to discard the evidence as he went, but he didn't really have time to hide it. He got to the cave before realizing he couldn't get any further, so that's where he stopped to bleed out and die.
Jesus.
Again, that's just my theory. There'll be a whole lot more review, and it's just a whole process.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, can I ask you a question?
What's up, Ev?
Why? Why do you think this happens?
What do you mean? A drug deal gone wrong?
No, just... these people. Why do they resort to this? Just seems like some people don't see right and wrong. Maybe I'm just being naive, but I can't put myself in that headspace. Killing another person by choice?
I don't know if anything brings them to it. I think they may just be that way. Hardwired to do wrong. I don't know. I don't have much remorse for them. They've done bad. In my eyes, if you do something wrong, you deserve what's coming to you. You can't start sympathizing for them. That's when you start getting bad at your job.
The glare I
that makes
am
sense.
getting.
All right, let's get back in the cruiser. Head back to the precinct. I need to sort through all of this.
Yeah. Right behind you.
Go to the car?
Generality says it's hard to believe even a rookie being in the why do bad things happen headspace.
Yeah. No, you join the force because you want to prevent bad things from happening. Like, you don't care about why. You just care about getting the bad guys at that point. I don't know, Dan. I have issues. I mean,
Did I misrepresent him at all in our episode? I don't believe so.
I don't think so. I still have issues, though. Not with you. Oh, the sign's gone. That's a relief.
It's somehow more calming.
You know, a police officer is definitely not what I expected from you. A man of the law. Being a member of the police force doesn't exactly say much about your character, but it is a job aimed at keeping peace.
No, it's not.
Oh boy, I cannot wait to see how you screwed all of this up. Well, hey, don't stop on my accord. Head on out into your second trial.
Hey, mister, do you mind? It's cold in Chicago, and there's a blanket on that you probably moved that was near when you rearrange the chairs?
I will get it.
Oh no. I actually had to make him get up of his chair, guys. I'm sorry. The chat will be neglected for. Second trial. I'll wait for Mystic to return before it's like trial complete. Oh, thank you. Aw. Oh, he wrapped around my shoulders. Very sweet. He still loves me. No divorce.
All right, hang on before we go in.
Oh.
So we covered Rookie being in the headspace. Everett goes, I don't have much remorse for them. I don't think he understands what that means.
He probably doesn't.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't. He's probably just talking out both sides of his mouth.
Okay, let's get a little light in here.
So this? There you go.
That's better. All right, I need to get some work done. I know I need to check my email. Definitely need to get my bills paid, too. Good thing Joseph's asleep. That'll make things easier. Hey, I remember that vacation. I remember you wanting to swim but couldn't. I think it was something to do with sharks. I don't know. I really miss you, Anna.
Okay.
Man, I barely read any of these. Maybe like 3? That'll be something to do if I get bored.
So where's the computer? Upstairs?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Jerry says, interesting. I was expecting a stock photo. Nope. You can actually find all the artwork and stuff in the extras part of the menu.
How the hell am I supposed to keep this up? Especially with all these budget cuts. I may need to start prioritizing what to pay for.
This is a pretty big house, too. Like,
Yeah.
jeez Louise. What is this? Nope, can't click on that. Can't click on that. Keys. Alright. I think we got everything we could here. I'm not going to try to open that. Oh, I can't open
I
it.
don't really need anything in the basement right now.
So anyone check out this game? I did mention it was free, so...
Capital F free, man. Huh. I think the Art Institute of Chicago has that painting.
Just an old closet. I don't need anything in there at the moment.
Click on all the doors! What is here? I mean, it's a really nice house.
I remember that very day. If only I could go back, just for a little while.
It's interesting that like it's nice art, but it look and like they're a handsome couple, but they look average. Like there's nothing super exceptional about them. They're just people.
Generally says, I'm guessing the devs made this house gigantic for ease of movement reasons, but it still seems like you could do well to sell it and move someplace smaller.
Yes. Exactly. Like, why doesn't he live in an apartment?
Damn it. Another pay cut. I might need to take a second job.
In the coming weeks. Captain Stark. Well, thanks for that Stark news.
Shit.
Boo.
Joey's awake. There's gotta be something I can do to settle him down. I need to do something to get him back to sleep.
let's. I know the guitar's the answer because of the episode, so we'll get the guitar.
Well, this is a long shot, but I know I'll never do this as well as your mom, but
Nobody does it pretty well.
baby boy, don't cry, 'cause I'm right here by your side. Everything is alright. 'Cause when I'm gone, I'll still be here all the same. Baby boy, the night's dark, but we're never far apart. 'Cause in your heart, when I'm gone, I'll still be here all the same. That seemed to do it. Love you, buddy.
Something I noticed during the ballad is the kid glowing is in universe. Like, he is casting shadows on the wall.
I know.
It is the weirdest look.
Oh man, this again?
Shit, not now. My pills. Where are my pills? Bathroom. They're in the bathroom.
Okay. Luckily, they did not make this too impossible to do because I am actually having to steer.
Damn it. It's getting worse. Oh, shit. I'm running low on pills. Why do they have to be so expensive? Okay. I need to take it easy. Oh, maybe I'll just head downstairs and see what's on TV.
Oh, I thought. And not. Do I need to listen to this smarmy SOB say something now? God.
Oh, you're gonna get a lecture.
Oh, a lecture.
We're gonna get a ethics tutorial 101.
Oh, great. Say.
You know what? Things aren't actually looking too bad for you so far. I'm almost tempted to say you might not end up scoring too low. Almost. I handle all the bad people, remember? So, what have we learned? A police officer, a single father. What happened to, what's her name? Anna? I wonder. Well, it's not really in my jurisdiction to know about that.
What?
We're here to focus on you, my friend, and as much as I hate to say it, there hasn't really been anything I could justify docking you points for yet. Plus, you do really seem to care about that kid. I think I need to learn a little bit more about you, who you really are, where your mind's at. Step into the next room. I want to test something.
Okay. So, I have a lot of problems with this judge. This flippant judge. Oh, God. Great.
You see, I don't think I know enough about you. Yet. I want to learn who you are. Get inside of your head. So here's your job. There are two philosophers who have interesting theories about morality and ethics. They're the two guys you're looking at now, Immanuel Kant and Jeremy Bentham. They each came up with their own idea of what a good action is. Kant proposed the idea of deontological ethics. By his model, all actions are inherently good or bad, regardless of their consequences. Now let's use the trolley dilemma as an example. A trolley is going to run over 5 people who are tied to the tracks. If you change the direction of the trolley, it would only hit 1 person. Kant would argue that you don't change the trolley's direction. Sure, 5 people will die, but you didn't have any direct input on it. If you change the trolley's direction, that one death was caused by you. You committed an immoral action regardless of the outcome. Jeremy Bentham, on the other hand, would disagree. Bentham proposed the idea of utilitarianism. By his ideology, the right or moral decision is the one that results in the most good. The outcome is more important than the action itself. He would say that you steered the trolley to hit the one man. Sure, you were directly involved in his death, but more people survive than would have otherwise. All you need to do is tell me who you agree with, Kant's deontological method or Bentham's method of utilitarianism. Where do your morals lie? Personally, I'm just curious who tied everyone to the tracks. There are much more efficient ways to kill people if that was your goal. Anyways, push the button in front of the portrait of who you agree with most. After that, head out into the hallway. Your next trial will be waiting for you.
I feel like I've learned nothing. Merely just because I knew that one, and 2, it wasn't nearly that engaging.
Let me bring you into a room and spout stuff at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what they're trying to go for, but the judge is too smarmy.
Way too smarmy.
Yeah.
And not trying to teach you, it's just trying to lecture you.
Yeah.
The judge has already made their decision.
Yeah. Generality says, I'm lucky I already know all this, but it feels like it went by a little fast.
It did. Why isn't there like an animation to show it, even if you're just going to press one of 2 buttons? I don't know. Great.
All right, time to get some work done. I should check and see if I have any reports to
Did
take
that
care
fan
of
just like
today.
pop in?
Possibly. Wait. Love the vending machine selection.
It's just water. Your desk is going to be the last one in this row. So
Last one in this room.
it's the only reason I know who the last
Detective
name is.
Matthew P.
Yeah.
You know, his last name was on the bill, too.
Oh, was I? didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's not like there was a wiki for this
And also,
one,
it's
so-
usually detective last name.
Oh, you're right.
Doesn't look like I'm assigned to anything at the moment.
Beige
I should go
towel.
down to evidence and check on that Forrest case.
Can you talk to people here? No. Not all of them. No, I'm not gonna go into the restrooms. That's the East Wing office. Where's the basement?
Elevator's gonna be back by where you started.
Boo. Boo. Reminds me of the that commercial where you hear the bang and it goes, "You're now free to move about the country." All right.
You have to be really close to that button.
Ah. Boing.
I'm still glad I covered this, but it's so weird to play it and be like, oh yeah, these are the massive shortcomings of this idea.
It feels, I think it's just a very dry game. And I'm glad we covered it, but it's a very dry experience. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I should be in the Mojave right now. It's pretty dry. So the
Generally says, I wonder why they chose to represent people as a cloud of glowing particles instead of something like a 3D shadow.
I don't know. It made more sense when they did it in Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Yeah, I think they might have done it for cool factor.
Yeah, isn't this look
it is a
great?
better looking visual than just shadowy figures.
Yeah.
Especially when you when you get to the end of Matthew's life, and there's the shot of, spoilers, but we covered this in the episode, shot of all the cops.
Yeah.
And it's night, and they're backlit by cop cars, and they're all glowing bodies and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool shot.
It's almost like walking to the light at that point. Which is a nice little
okay.
metaphor there. Intentional or otherwise, I like that.
Hey, what are you doing here? Who let you in?
Oh, hi, Matt. I was just checking back on what we found on the Forrest case.
You know you're not supposed to be here, right? Plus, how'd you get in without a key?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just told security I was working with you and they let me in. There wasn't a ton of fuss about it.
Yeah, security has fallen behind a bit. It's these damn paycheck cuts. It's okay. You can hang out in here if you want. I was actually here for the same reason.
Oh, well, I laid out the photos back in the corner. I assume that's your desk?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I'll check it out. And, hey, don't mess with anything else in here, okay?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, I still think my theory stands. Gunman was the one dead in the cave. He died from a stab wound inflicted by our initial victim. All just a drug deal gone bad.
I still feel awful for them.
Don't. They got themselves in that position.
I guess.
Good. You can't let that stuff get to you. I'm gonna head upstairs. You should probably get out of here before somebody says something.
Okay, yeah. I'll be out in just a bit.
So, a couple things. We have some chat. And
Yeah.
also, I want to point out, well, we're about to get into a dialogue scene. So,
I can wait.
Yeah. I just want to point out, I think that you go to the desk literally just so they can swap models while you're turned away, because she changes positions and doesn't move.
Exactly.
But Everett says, it would be interesting to have a game that pits consequentialists against Kantian folks, but the solution isn't an exposition dump followed by 2 red buttons. And Jaron says, I have no idea what an evidence room looks like, but I imagine there's some sort of filing system, not to mention chain of custody.
Well, I mean, that's part of the reason why she shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Also, it's a smaller precinct, so it's not going to be nearly as formalized unless you're talking about they have stuff that they send over to the county level, because then the county handles it. So, yeah.
Either way, if she's investigating the evidence in one box in this side of the room, the rest of it shouldn't be on his desk out in the open.
Right. It should not be. And it's not.
Oh, I called it. We were right on that
Oh,
border.
shit. Not now. Wasn't supposed to call me yet. I need to take this somewhere private.
Private?
Back upstairs to the bathroom.
Suspense music works. He is persistent, by the way. I like the random sketch with no other explanation. Ah, they got Dysons in here. I didn't know that was a model that they had in Unity. That's hilarious.
Charlie, I told you not to call me at work. I gave you my schedule
Oh, and you think you have the authority to tell me when to call? I don't give a shit where you are. If I call you, you pick up the goddamn phone.
What do you need?
See? That's more like it. What I need is what we discussed. You still need the money, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, tough shit. Think about it like this. After a few jobs, we cut our ties and you leave with just enough cash to make all your problems just go away. Listen here. I know all about the government job pay cuts, and I know without this money, you'll...
Where is it?
William and Son's bar. My boys will have been in and out. Be in the case. And hey, remember, you're doing this for the kid.
William and Sons. Okay. I need to get back to work. This never happened.
I'm I'm sorry. That was the most stereotypical Italian mob BS I've heard in a long time. Do I need to answer this phone? I think it's the same.
Well, before we do, Everett goes, was that a clue into Sappy's secret former career? I don't know what you're referring to with that, so...
Wait, my secret former career? Oh! No. I am a true crime fan. That's all you got.
See, now this is what I was expecting. You're a bit sketchier than you let on. This'll be entertaining. Taking suspicious jobs, working for the seedy underbelly of your society. You're just a basic crooked cop. You know, I hate to say it, but I was almost rooting for you. I thought you may be the one good person I had. Oh well. Also, Bentham was an interesting choice. I mean, that's what most people would say, but in practice... Anyways, you've got more trials and I've got more life to judge. Let's get a move on.
That's what most people would say, but in practice? Okay. But in practice, what, sir? I'm dead. I have all the time in the world to hear you talk about it. Okay.
Generally says, I want to know what the story... I want to know the story of how that New Yorker ended up in this small town.
Yeah, thank you! Because first of all, a lot of people... There's a significant population in Virginia who are descended from Italian immigrants. Like, they're in the Appalachia area. That's not a new thing. They still have a thick Southern accent in some of those parts, though, too. Second of all, you don't need that accent to be a shady character. Like,
They could have done, like, voice...
First of all,
Okay, jumping the timeline, we know the guy's an idiot.
We know he's an idiot. 1. 2, like,
Just get a
I've dealt with people who've tried to be shady with me before because of my previous jobs. No, they're not nearly as exciting as you're probably thinking of right now. Mystic knows what I did in my last job, and he knows what's up. But, like, when people are being shady, they're actually trying to be a lot more sympathetic with you, right? And this is just like, I would get something, well, you know, it's just been a really hard time. So I just need you to do this for me, okay? That would be great.
Not only that, but disguise your voice. Something.
Yeah.
This line could be tapped.
He's at his job where all the police can hear him at the urinal. Oh my Lord. There's a
At
better
least
way
use
to
a
handle
Darth
this.
Vader, like, 1990s voice changer or something.
Or it's just talking code. It's like, I told you not to call me at work. 7:22. All right, 7:22. That's all you got. That's all it needs to be. That's threatening enough as it is. The lack of context in there is what makes it enticing. You know, you could even just say William and Sons, be there. Done. That's all he has to say, because that's threatening enough. You've got the music, you've got the, oh my gosh, I got to take this, going into the bathroom and then taking this call. It's like, William and Sons, take the case. That's all he has to say. Would be threatening. You could just say it. If you want to make it more threatening, make him say it in a baritone, and that's it. Like, that's all you have to do.
A use guys.
That is just, oh my gosh. Like, every criminal talks like they're from The Sopranos. I swear. No, and that's a very special kind of New Jersey. Because I'll tell you something. The Italians from Chicago don't talk like that. They do not talk, I don't know. They just don't talk like that.
Let's continue.
I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. I kind of want to. We have got 15 minutes left. I kind of want to finish the game. I mean, like, again, I feel bad for poo-pooing this when it's like early career stuff, but oh, and look at. Well, I mean, yeah, there's plenty of bars that look like this.
So, what's the damage?
Oh my gosh.
Armed robbery. According to the statement from the bartender, 3 men in masks came in and ransacked the place. Took everything they could. Cash register was completely emptied, so was the safe.
It's such a...
Do you have anything to go
forgot.
off of?
Well, the barman said he shot one of the men in the leg, but no one was killed. They all got away.
That's not much. Hey, did you bring that UV light with you?
Oh, yeah, I got it right here. Good thinking.
Hey, I was thinking maybe I could help you.
No, you better just stay back. I can get all this sorted out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll just, be right here.
Awkward.
It's such
All
a
right.
dive. Oh my god. It's
Let's
such a
get this
dive
over with.
bar like look to it.
Yeah.
Yet they have the custom made neon light.
William and Sons. Yeah. Yeah, most dive bars have like the
There's a bar rag on the bar.
huh?
There's a bar rag at the end of the bar, the behind you.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
This could be useful.
That's probably the gun.
Handgun. PM40 model. This must have been the bartender's. I don't think I need to bother with it.
Everett says, there's definitely a trope of an afterlife tour guide. Jacob Marley, Clarence II, Class Angel, Virgil.
Yeah.
I guess this one is just one with a bad attitude. He's not even a tour guide.
No, I wouldn't call him a tour guide. He's a self-righteous, admonishing irritant in my afterlife. That's what he is. Oh God, how close do I have to be to click on this? Because this looks like the note. There we go.
God, could these guys have at least made an attempt to be clean?
Sapphy is aghast at the stupidity.
That is pretty bad. Am I gonna clean this one up, or is that just a regular bar stain? That doesn't look like a regular bar stain.
Don't forget you have that UV light.
Oh. Ain't got nothing. Oh, jeez. There it is. Got a handprint.
Someone goes, why do you need to sign a note? Sorry, generally goes, why do you need to sign a note explaining how to rob a place?
I want Charlie to have given them handwritten instructions of step 1, get gun.
Johnny says also, I feel like they're also trying to get the caustic narrator vibes like the Stanley Parable.
But he's not caustic. He's very prim and proper and particular, and it's only when you break the rules does he get frustrated.
I am trying to figure out how to work Stanley Parable in as a lore together episode because there isn't any.
I think
But there is. There's like the meta lore for it.
it's the
you
meta
know?
lore. Yeah, that's...
Damn it. Why did the bar owner lock up? I'll need to get this door unlocked. He knew we were coming. He had to have left a key around here somewhere.
This key is not where you'd expect it to be. It is not where I was angry when I found it because it
Okay.
makes no sense to be where it is.
Where's the key?
It is on the table at one of the booths.
Why? What? One of the boot... What? It doesn't even have a keychain? Look at this thing. Look at this. Oh. That's an ugly key, too. Why is it... Yeah, it makes more sense to be at the bar. Like, why would you leave it there? Unless that's where he shot the guy and then he said,
Don't
well...
forget that money on the floor.
Oh, God.
Looks like your guys dropped something, Charlie. You really need to get some better goons.
You really need to get a better accent, too. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Nope, that was the thing you could interact with.
What?
The
This?
blood.
Ugh, I'm gonna need more than just a towel for this.
You know what the funny thing is? You're a police officer investigating a crime scene. You cannot go in the women's restroom.
That's definitely some stuff. Oh, let me guess.
Clean as a whistle.
Do you have to clean up that blood then for realsies?
Yep. All while Evelyn is just standing there watching you do
Oh
all
my
this.
gosh, that's like such... That's clown shoes. Anything here? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah.
Ugh, Charlie, next time have your guys wear gloves or something.
Yeah, it's really expensive to pay a cop to have to clean that stuff up. So what do we need to do to clean up that blood, Mystic?
Finish checking for fingerprints, but the bottle you need to clean up the blood is in the bathroom.
Okay. All right. Fingerprints. We got the safe. Anything else?
More money on the ground there.
Oh. Money, 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 money. Money.
Also, the shadows are kind of wonky in this game. Look at the shadow of the glass.
Oh, yeah. That's strange. The ashtray has a funky shadow, too?
Yeah.
Or is that... Or am I misunderstanding? No.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay. Oh, Charlie, why would...
I feel like I'm being a little harsh on this game. It is a free game for...
Oh, God.
Okay. I need to get back to work.
Charlie, why did they play slots? There's fingerprints. Oh, seriously? Guys, I didn't know. I didn't know. It's just so ridiculous. All right, this is women's. I can't go into the... Oh, lovely. Wait, why would we want to... First of all, this whole room should light up, guys. It's a dive bar in the middle of a drug-ridden town.
That's the bottle right there.
Yeah, I can use that.
It took me forever to get it because I didn't realize I had to be that close to it. You're still missing one thing. I don't know what
Is
it
that
is.
another bloodstain?
No. It might be more handprints.
Oh my gosh. My thing is,
Did
like...
you check all the tables?
I guess I'll check all the tables. I mean, it's just so obvious that you're cleaning up. Like... Come on. Come on. Also, the annoying sound of this light. They must have the cheapest light. There's no reason a light should be making this much noise. There's
I don't know what we're missing then.
I don't know either. I'm gonna check. Oh my lord, that sound! I was gonna say, did they touch the plant?
Oh, there we go.
Oh man, let me go to the other side. The handprints are so blatant too. The fingerprints make more sense than the handprints. The handprints are kind of like... I decided I was going to model over here because my butt looks really good at this angle. That's really what that looks like to me.
All right. I think that's everything. I should talk to Evelyn. All right. I think we're done here.
Did you find anything worthwhile?
No, actually.
What? How is that even possible?
I don't know. I couldn't find anything.
That can't be right. Let me take a look.
No, it's fine. I looked everywhere I could, and there was nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's get back to the cruiser. I'll take you home before I head back to the precinct.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we get a shot as to
no one's
why
here.
maybe the characters aren't animated.
Good.
What's going on? So he has to go to evidence?
Yep. This is the scene that we talked about in the episode as being, why would you do this?
Right. So where are we going?
To his desk.
Which is not his desk, actually. It's a workstation.
and just click on the chair.
Yeah, it's just... First of all, spend the money yourself.
But that hand...
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's sick, Mystic. I'm so mean.
Bad Sapphy.
I'm so mean. I'm so horrible. I'm going to hell.
Everett, Matthew is reliving his life for the judge. There is no change of actions.
Yeah, you're going through the motions, quite literally.
For all intents and purposes, Matthew is just telling the judge in vivid detail what happened.
Yeah.
Without the ability to lie or something.
Yeah. Which makes me think of a way. Let me answer this phone call, and then I'll say how this could be better.
And that, my friend, is why you're in here with me. Cleaning up evidence from a crime scene, I expected more from you. I mean, not really, but still. All for what? Some money? That's a little thing I like to call greed, and it does not look good on you. You know, I think there's a little more I'd like to learn about you. Head into the next room. I want to test something.
No. I think what would be more interesting is if the game was you telling the judge the story and you play through the story itself. And there are choices you could make that would affect the story in a way. There's games that do do parts of this well that are more on the indie side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't finished it yet, but Spiritfarer has a couple of things like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of games that we want to cover that you're going to be covering, so I
don't
can't
know.
dive into them.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But
Generally says, yeah, he's sick. He must suffer from low poly syndrome.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And Everett says, yes, the telephone Jacob Marley is the judge.
Yeah. Technically, we only have 2 minutes. Do we want to go through this smarmy rant, or
Sure.
let's go through the smarmy rant and then. I think some of it is the bad voice acting for me, honestly.
Which he's not a bad voice actor. I think it's bad direction.
It could
Because
be be both.
It's true. But
Let me start with an example. Say you're in a room with a button, and you know that something will happen when you press that button. You don't know exactly what, but something will happen. It could be something terrific, something that could save lives. It could also be catastrophic, killing orphans and puppies, the whole 9 yards. But you have absolutely no way of knowing. What you do know is that you have agency over whether or not you press that button. Pressing it is entirely your choice. With that said, if you did press the button, should you be held accountable for the consequences of these actions even if you didn't know what they would be? Should someone be held accountable for something in which they have agency but no knowledge on the possible outcome? Answer by pressing the button of which you agree most strongly with. Once you're finished, exit back out into the hallway. Your next trial is waiting.
Here. Well, I'm going to choose the button I think makes sense, which for me, I go with held accountable. Because it is a risk. It's risk management. That's entirely what he's talking about, is risk management. That's all it is. I mean, let's not fluff it up with the, well, but if you never... No, it's risk management. Are you willing to take the risk? That's all you're asking me. Would you like to climb Mount Everest? There's a risk with that. Like, that's kind of... I don't know. It's risk management. And yeah, there's always unknown unknowns. But other than that, it's really just risk management. So... yeah, I think if this was redone in a way where you are playing through the life and then the person comments on it later, that's a much more engaging way and style of doing it, for obvious reasons.
yeah.
But it's It's been an hour, and we got about halfway through the game,
Yeah.
and I
Can't take any more of the judge.
I can't, and the contrivancy of it all. I'm like,
It's a very contrived game.
Yeah,
Yes. We
it's-
discussed that at length in the episode. Like,
yeah. I still am glad we covered it, and I'm still glad it was made, and I'm still happy to talk about it. But contrived. I think, what was it? I think I said in the episode it's a good first draft.
yeah.
It's a good first draft. It's a
So-
good first draft. It's got some solid ideas that it could pull and tease with and could do something more with for sure.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks so much for watching. Next week, Thursday, Mass Effect.
Yep.
Woo. All right. Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.